Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel CNC tutorial. This is the first video in the channel in which I'm gonna design a very simple model of a flower in Rhino. The version that I'm using is Rhino 7. This modeling video is appropriate for the beginners, and by saying beginner I don't mean the ones who are completely beginner. I mean you have to be familiar with basic needs of working with a Rhino. You must know how to draw curves and how to work with viewpoints and how to create surfaces using sweep rails, especially in cross sections. Knowing some simple commands such as cap, mirror, mesh split and so on is a good thing while modeling in Rhino, but in this video I'm not using them all, and I try to click on the tools rather than using or writing commands because I think that you are a beginner, so I don't want to complicate it. And I try in the next videos to talk about and use the commands line more. So let's go and design our model. First of all, I open the Rhino, which I told you this is the 7th version of Rhino, so I'm waiting for it to open. Rhino is a good software for producing 3D models because it is not that complicated. It is actually, it doesn't need any powerful system requirements. Using a simple system I mean computers, you can install Rhino and starting modeling your models. So I don't know why it is not opening. Maybe because I have a lot of softwares open here and my computer is not that powerful, but I can model using Rhino and using artcam, sometimes producing a G-code using PowerMill, AutoCAD and so on. Okay, now it's opening. So first of all I produce a new project here. I open a new project, large objects, and the measurements must be in millimeter. In my case you can choose centimeters, inches, or anything you want. So first of all we need to import a picture of our model that we want to produce, we want to model. So in the command line we write picture. Look at guys, using command lines, writing the commands is much simpler than just going and finding out the tabs, the proper tabs, and finding the proper commands and clicking on it. Yeah, if you know the command, write it in the command line, and that is very, very faster than you think. So I type picture, press enter, and here I've got the model. This is a very simple model because it's the first video. I want to put it here. So when you import a model you can just simply type 0 and press enter, so the first point is in 0 and you can scale it in a way you want. Yeah, I think it's in a 40 to 40 centimeters. Now we go to the standard tab here and click on lock objects. We'll lock it here, and because the background of this image is black, go to the layer 01, which is red, right click on it and choose set current. Now our default color of the objects that we are using here are in red color, so we start from here. It's a good idea to find the middle, the center of your model. So I just draw a line, a vertical line, and as you can see, my model, my picture is not straight. Look at me at the top. Look at here at the top. I've put my line in the center, but when you go to down, you can see at the bottom it is not in the center. It doesn't matter. So when you draw your middle line, you lock it as well, and then using this control point curve, we go to draw lines over the edges of the model. We start from here, to the middle. We don't need to draw the curves in both sides. Then at the end of the video, I am gonna use the mirror command, so what I have drawn in the right side of my model will be mirrored to the left. So I think it's good. It's good, and I don't need to turn on the control points. Yeah, here maybe, because I want to show you how to use control points, I choose this point and drag it a bit here. So I think this one needs a bit editing, and this one is not that bad. I think it's good. It's just a simple model. Okay, then we are going to draw lines, curves over the edges of this model, this leaf. So I think it's a good idea to draw this curve here, and as you can see, I think it's good, not that bad. While modeling, working with Rhino, it's a good idea to use OSnap, which you can see here. In the next videos I show you how to use them properly to satisfy your needs. You don't need to know everything in Rhino, and I will show you how you can satisfy your needs while designing a 3D model in Rhino for CNC machines, engraving designs. Here you can see I can edit it a bit, so I turn on the control points. Here I think I have to make it closer to the edge, and here I think it needs a bit. I think it is good. It is good, and now I'm gonna mirror this curve, because I'm gonna use sweep rails so I need 2 rails for this model. So in the command line I can just write mirror, but instead I go to the standard tab from the tools panel here. I choose this one, cascade transform. I click on this. Here I have mirror. I choose the mirror and turning on near no snap. I can choose the middle line and holding shift I can mirror this line. So yeah, I think it's good. And then I go to the front view to draw. Now I have sweep rails in the top view, so I have to go to the front view, or the front view, to draw cross sections. I go to the front view, and I think that this is good for the cross section of the center. I join them. Now I go to transform tab, choose this one, orient objects, choose my cross section. These are very important. Choose the first point of the reference point and the second. Now I go to the top view. I choose my rails. But before that, please remember, we have to choose the copy and change it to yes. As you can see now, the copy is no, so yes. And the scaling, yes. In 3D, yes. Now I transferred that cross section here. I choose my rails. I go to the surface tab, choose sweep 2 rails, and then choose my cross sections. Now I go to the perspective view. As you can see, I think it's good. It's good for this video. And about the slashes, because it is a straight, the slashes are good. I don't need to change them. Okay, and now I want to draw a cross section for this lift here. As you can see here, I need 2 curves that are virtually opposite. I go to the front view, and draw the cross section in this way. I mean the cross, by saying the cross section, I mean the form of the leaves, the form of the model that you are modeling. I think it's good. And again, I go to the transform tab here, choose the orient object, first point, second point, go to the top view, and here choose first and second point of your sweep rails. Now I choose this one, the first rail, second rail, go to the surface, sweep 2 rails, choose the cross section, right click, and as you can see the slashes are not proper, so I choose, because it's in an not straight, it's like an arch, so I go to add slashes. I think here it must be straight, It's a bit neater, as you can see here, and I think we're good to go. Yeah, I click OK, and now I have a very nice model. This is very simple, guys. It mustn't take more than 5 minutes to model, but because I am teaching you and I try to do it slowly and talk slowly so you can understand what I am talking about. So for this one, over here, over the left side, I just choose the right one lathe, because the left one is a mirror of the right side. So I choose the right side. Again, I go here to the cascade transform, choose here this, choose mirror, and again go to the mid line and holding shift. Yeah, very nice, very nice. I want to change the material, so let me choose a texture, a different texture. Let's go to stone and choose this texture. It's better. Look at this. Very nice. Very nice. But it's not, we are not done yet. We choose these ones at top. As you can see, at the bottom of this model, the leaves are exactly what we have in top, but they are much smaller. Okay, when the top part is ready, we go to model the bottom part. As you can see, the bottom part is exactly like the top part, but in a smaller scale, so I do not need to model them. I just choose the leaves and use the mirror command from the history and command line. Choose here, holding shift, dragging and leaving the click. So I scale this. I think it's good. Then the center leaf, I choose mirror again, choosing here, choosing the bottom leaf, and I think it's good and we are good to go. Let's take a look in the perspective view. That is very nice. Look at this. Nice job. So again, we go back to the top view and see here in the center we have a ring here, but instead of using the ring, I use a box here. I draw a box and I go to the Boolean union, choose the fillet edges and choose the edges. Please remember, max radius for me is 5. You can choose any one that satisfies your needs. So I choose the edges and then enter, and as you can see in the perspective menu, it is OK and done. I think it's good. And now our model is ready. Okay guys, we are at the end of my first video on YouTube. Please subscribe to my channel and do not miss my next videos. And my next videos will be about modeling and Rhino, modeling a bit harder models, and exporting them from Rhino to an STL file, and then importing the STL file into the artcam and creating G-codes for CNC machines to read, and maybe how to operate a CNC router, especially a stone CNC router. So again, I say, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss my next videos. Have a good day. Goodbye.